everybody. Rachel Claire here at theboulderpsychic.com, and I'm super excited to connect with you today. It is Sunday. Welcome. I hope you're outside and having lots of fun, or you might be experiencing the heat waves, so you're inside. So I know I don't often come in on Sundays, but I haven't been in so long. I've been really wanting to share with you. And there's something I want to share with you today. It's my 4 steps to heal yourself. Super powerful, simple 4 steps to heal yourself. I'm sharing these all the time. I'm telling people, especially women, about them all the time because I really feel, especially with what's going on just on a national scale right now and a global scale, that it's super important that we are grounding and energy and checking in with our aura and cleaning our space. And these are the basic fundamental tools that I learned when I enrolled in psychic school, and they are how to heal yourself. This is how to heal yourself and have better boundaries. So we need to start with number 1, you are a spirit, you have a body. Are you okay with that? You are a spirit, you have a body. My hair keeps bugging me. I'm looking at it. And I have all these lights and everything. You can see all my gray hair, but I'm not going to get distracted. So you are a spirit, you have a body. And this is the fundamental first thing that any spiritual person really has to validate, acknowledge, and realize, right? When we're starting to work on an energy level, we've got to realize I'm not my body. I have a body, but I'm not just my body. I am a spirit. And if the spirit is infinite, if the spirit is, unable to be harmed, if it is God source energy, then you can heal yourself, right? So if you heal the spirit, you can heal the body. And there really are 4 steps to healing yourself and others, and they're very simple steps. And I'm going to walk you through them today because I feel like it's super important for women to get back to the basics. So step number 1 is you have to ground. And if you're grounding, a lot of times people do like grounding through the feet, or maybe people are like, yeah, I ground, I sat in the grass, or, I had sex, or I got a massage. And so I really want to teach you the psychic way of grounding, which means a grounding cord that is like a tree trunk or a tube of light, and it's as wide as your hips, and it anchors into the root chakra at the base of the spine, and it goes all the way down to the center of the earth, where you can begin to let any foreign energy, outdated energy, go down your grounding cord to the earth, where she will transmute it. And that is super important, that you are grounded, that you are anchored in your body. And why? So what? Why? Because if you are not in your body, who is? And if we're not anchored and grounded in the present moment, we don't have access to our power. We don't have access to wealth or prosperity. We don't have access to healing because we're not in our body. So we know that if we are present, if we are aware, if we are in the moment, this is how we can begin to know our divine purpose, live our divine purpose, attract prosperity and wealth, and have everything we want. But we so often avoid being in the body. Why? Because we're in pain, or because we hurt, or because we're distracted, or because we're on drugs, or whatever we're doing. But if we can come back into the present moment and really anchor fully into the body, this is how we begin to heal. So if you're here and you're watching, say hello, give me hearts, thumbs up, let me know that you're here. And if you have any questions or anything you want me to look at today for you on an energetic level, just type it into the chat. I'm happy to do that. So I'm talking about presence. And if you've never read Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, then you've got to read that book, because he really, really drives home this lesson that our access to power is in the present moment. And when we're so preoccupied and in the mind, and we're thinking about what's happening in the future, we're thinking about what's happened in the past, we're completely not really generating, having our spiritual energy as full on and in the body as we could be. So it's super, super powerful, potent, and important that we're bringing our energy into present moment time. And the best way to do that is just by grounding and anchoring in. And when you're doing this work, bringing your energy up behind your Ajna chakra, the sixth chakra, your third eye, the command center, the chakra of awareness. This is super, super important. And I just have to say, I always say chakra, because it's an ancient Indian Sanskrit word, chakra. It's a powerful word. It is not chakra. Chakras are not quiet. They're not chakras. They're chakras, okay? So if you're not in your body, who is? And you have to anchor in the now. And how do you anchor in the now? You ground. But it's not enough just to be like, yes, I grounded because I went in the grass. It's got to be intentional from your third eye center, spiritual energy, being in the body, anchoring down to the center of the earth, and intending that any energy that is foreign, outdated, no longer serves you, goes down this grounding cord to the center of the earth where it will be transmuted. So this is especially important for you if you are a sensitive person, if you're a teacher, if you're a healer, if you're a psychic reader, if you're a coach, if you work around a lot of other people, if you go out in the world and you're around a lot of other people. It's really important to make sure that you're grounded in the body. And how will you know that you're not grounded? You will bump into things. You will feel spacey. You will not remember how you just drove from A block to B block, right? So that's super, super important. Step number 2 for healing yourself is running energy. So the way that you do this is you just set your intention and you ask earth energy to run. And you pull up earth energy from deep within the earth, and you intend that it's coming up through the chakras in the bottom of your feet. It's coming up your leg channels, coming into your root chakra. It's going down your grounding cord, and it just continues to cycle. And you can pull up earth energy from anywhere on the earth, Hawaii, Machu Picchu, Bangladesh, wherever you want energy coming. Pull up that energy. And you can just sit with your eyes closed and notice what you notice. Be like kindergarten about this. You don't have to see anything, sense anything, feel anything. But as you begin to run your earth energies, you are turning on your clairvoyant senses. You are washing out these old stuck patterns that are in your energy body from the past, from your family, from past lives. You are consciously turning on the energy and cleaning and clearing it out. Then you also want to run cosmic energy, okay? So calling in cosmic energy from the center of the earth, pulling it in through the top of the crown, going down the back side of the body, let it pick up 20% of that earth energy. It comes up the top side of the body, the front side. Allow it to give you a healing, to nourish your chakras. It spouts out around your auric body, and then you want to check in with your auric boundaries. Just tune into where your aura is. If it's way too far out, then you're going to pick up too much of everybody's energy. So if you're an intuitive, empathic, sensitive person, you want to make sure you're checking in with your boundary before you go out in a public place, because you don't want to feel what everyone else is feeling, because often what we're feeling is not our own. And women are so used to psychically healing others. Sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it's unconscious, but we scan, we pick up the pain of other people, we psychically anticipate what they're going to need, we meet their needs, we do this all the time. And if we're not becoming conscious about it, then we're holding what I call a big bowl of other people's pain. And then we say, why don't I feel good? Why am I stuck? Why do I have these aches and pains? Why can't I create what I want? And my first question, and this is why I'm talking about this and teaching this again, is do you have a daily practice for cleaning and clearing your space? Because especially with all the information that we're bombarded with, it's super important that you're carving out energetic and psychic space for yourself. Sometimes I will tune in with my own energy. I realize I'm talking so fast, but I have things to do, places to go. So I just want to share with you about this a little bit, and then I'm moving on. But also, sometimes maybe you just have your sphere too close to you. So for a lot of sensitive women, we have a hard time taking up space. So if you can go into your office or to your bedroom or your sacred space and do your meditation and really intentionally practice allowing yourself to take up all the space of the room, expanding your aura out and allowing yourself to just be that big, that needy, that spacious. And if you feel comfortable or you're out in a beautiful space, like in nature outside, expand your aura as big as you can possibly get it to really allow yourself that sense of spaciousness. And it really just takes the daily problems and makes them seem so small. So we're running that energy. And then the third step is we're tuning in with our auric boundary and we're checking, is it close? Is it far? What do I need right now? Would it make me feel good to expand my energy out really big and really far and take up space? Or would it make me feel better if my auric boundary were closer and pulled in because I'm around a lot of other people? So those are the first 3 steps to healing yourself. And the fourth and final step that's super, super important is that after you have grounded and you've run your energy, earth and cosmic, and you've checked in with your auric boundaries and you've played with where you want that space to be, and hopefully maybe bring in some gold soapy bubbles and clean that space out, check for tears in your aura, invite in your ascended masters, your healing guides, the angels, the fairies, whomever you want. Once you do that, you want to make sure you replenish with the golden sun. And this is something that a lot of people don't do. But if we really imagine that above our heads, at least twice the size of us, there's a golden sun, there's a magnet in the center, we're pulling all of our energy back to present time. This is super, super important, especially if you're sitting on the internet, you're watching everybody on Facebook, you're doing all this stuff. Where is your energy going? It's going out of you into the screen, it's being dispersed. Then you get done, you get off, you feel stuck, you feel sick, you're comparing yourself to other, you cry because your life sucks. So make sure that you are filling that golden sun with colors and qualities that feel nurturing for you. So things like abundance and prosperity and safety and kindness and friendships and connection and community and laughter and joy and amusement and fun and wealth and health, and putting it in that bubble and imagining those colors that feel super healing for you, greens and golds and purples or reds or pinks or whatever, and putting it in there and then popping it so it pours in through the crown at the top of the head. It oozes like warm honey, and it's really just giving you a nurturing inner replenishment going down the inside of the body, nurturing every bone, muscle, tissue, fiber, your breasts, your stomach, your hips, your ovaries, your uterus. It's going through every part of your body, down your arms, out your hands. It's going down your legs to the tips of your toes, all around you in 360 degrees, so that you are super replenished, so that you are fueled with your own energy, and so that you have consciously, as a conscious creator, set your intention for what kind of energy you want in your space. Because if you don't, you're just going to pick up whatever the fuck is coming around. So if you're here, please say hello, give me some likes and hearts, let me know that you're here, ask any questions if you have them. I'm talking about the 4 powerful steps to heal yourself and others. And the reason that this is healing others too is not because you're becoming this mojo super healer and now everyone's going to line up at your door from around the world to be healed by you. It's not that. My belief is really that we heal others by being the invitation. Be the change you want to see in the world. So we begin to ground, run our own energy, start to put attention on our psychic and spiritual energy, and we become the invitation for others to do the same. And when you send back energy to other people with consciousness, or you ground out other people's energy, or you clear your friends and your family out of your space, then you are actually sending their energy back to them, and you are refueling with your own energy, and you're kind of like replenishing and creating a new and like opening up to who they are in the next new moment, instead of just arriving with your old pictures of, who you know and who you think they are and what they're like and all of that. You're actually cultivating a practice to be more present, to be more conscious, to be more aware. This is going to heal yourself because this is the only place you have access to power is when you're in your body. And it's going to heal others because you are becoming the change. You become the invitation, and you can teach the tools that you learn with others so that they can begin to heal themselves. And I'm sharing this with you today because I want to come back to the basics, because with everything that's going on in the world right now, our own practices inside, really grounding, being anchored, being present, being aware, choosing consciousness, working with our energy. This is the most powerful thing we can do to really make a difference on the planet. If you can get out there, if you can go be an activist, go do stuff, great, do that. If you can't, this is a really powerful practice for you to do. I'm also super, super pumped to be sharing with you that I'm going to be leading my How to Heal Yourself program live in 2018 for the first time in 3 years. So I am going to post a link where I am going to give you my Women's Intuition Toolbox. It's totally free. It's a guided meditation that takes you through what we've just done. It's also a PDF that takes you through the 4 steps, exactly what to do and why. And there's also a PDF of my favorite books on intuition and a really powerful thing about grounding and why it's the opposite of what we think. Because so many women come to me and they want to open up to their guides and they want to open up their spiritual gifts and all this stuff. So they're like doing all these meditations and they're opening up their higher chakras without their lower chakras being really fit and healthy. So what you need to know, and what I really want you to hear, is that before you can really start having these higher chakra psychic experiences and calling in your guides and astral travel or remote viewing or whatever it is that's your cup of tea, it's super important that you do that from a place of actually being grounded and anchored in your body, and that your root and your second and your third chakras are really, really healthy, and that you're connected with them and that they're functioning well and that you understand their purpose, because then you can turn down those chakras and you can really open up those higher chakras, and you know what you feel like. So when another spiritual energy or entity comes in, you know. It can be very subtle. You can sense it. If you are not in your body and you're not present and you don't know what you feel like, you're not going to be able to pick up on that subtle energy as much. And that's why so many people are like, oh, I can't connect with my guides or whatever, or how do I do this, or how do I get guidance? Well, psychic energy is all about subtle energy. And if you are so out of your body and you're just on TV and you're with Facebook and you're with other people and you are never taking the time to go within and to check in with your own energy and to see what you feel like, and make sure you're senior in your space and this is the energy that you take up and you know what you feel like, and then when another energy or entity comes in, you can sense the change, you can't connect. You can't sense it. You won't know. You won't pick up on it. You won't pay attention because you're so busy out. So the way home is in. And if you are a person who has a hard time with meditating, the guided meditation that I share might be really super helpful for you, because it's going to develop your clairvoyance and it's going to give you things to focus on, and it's going to take you through like a visual guided imagery meditation. And so that might be more helpful. So I'm going to post the link for you to get those free gifts. Super hope that you sign up for that and start using them, because these are the most powerful things on the planet. They're simple, 4 steps, simple tools, but it's not necessarily easy, right? Because you've got to make the time and you've got to do it. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and post that for you now if you want to get that Women's Intuition Toolbox so that you can follow along with what I've just shared with you. And you'll also be the first to hear about when I lead my How to Heal Yourself program live for the first time in 2018. And so thank you for being here today. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and we'll connect again soon. So much love. Bye.